What was your first relationship like?
Trash, bro. Like it was cool in the beginning. You know, it was like kind of like I think it was like first year high school type of thing. And the girl was like, she was real like standoffish by herself, quiet. So it's like it was more like oh look, they look cute together type of relationship, but it wasn't going nowhere. Like she was too innocent for me, put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't like the affectionate, she didn't want to kiss or so you know, you growing up, you a teenager, you're like this. Nah, it's boring. So it's like you gotta dub that.
So that was a quick one.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? My second one was even worse. Okay. Like shorty thought she was everything. She was God's gift to men. Or because you got green eyes and blonde hair. Listen, like I said, I'm not the cutest dude in the world, but I don't put up with nothing from nobody. So yeah, it was like she was like all about her. Oh, I'm the shit. I'm this. I'm that. So one day she's like, oh, we had a stupid argument. It was stupid. And she's like, oh, you could do me a favor and bring me my pictures? You want your pictures? Listen, I brought back her pictures. Everything, letters she gave. She had bought me a ring, fire ring. My name on it, everything. You could have that. She was like, oh, I don't want you. I said, listen, I don't want nothing to do. I don't want you to be like, oh, he still has this. Or I don't want no ties with you. And at that time, it's funny, right? Because that's when, like, I started grinding on the block where I live at now. I'm like, where I live at now, I wasn't from there. I'm from like 2 blocks over. But my block and where I live at now, we always ran together. It was like a family thing. So at the end, like once I started feeling a little bit like, oh, you know, shorty ain't for me, and I started grinding in my hood, that's when I found my shorty, my girl now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that would be your first real relationship.
You know what's crazy? When I was, because like I told you, I was studying your videos and all that, and I was seeing what type of questions. That's exactly how I was gonna answer this question. My first real relationship.
That's props.
97, going on 98. Still kicking 24 years later.
That's dope.
Very dope.
You don't find that hard.
Nah, and it was crazy because like when I first met my girl. Yo, she used to hate me. She used to be like, ew, you ugly. And I used to tell her, she used to get mad. Because I used to be like, oh, I used to tell the dudes on the block. Because everybody was feeling her. And I came out of nowhere. I'm like, yo, that's my girl right there.
That girl.
And niggas used to be like, what you talking? I said, watch. And then I used to tell her, like, yo, what's up, ma? I used to try to kick it. Like, yo, what's up, ma? She'd be like, ew, get away from me. You ugly. So one day, she had yelled at me, right? She was like, come over here. Why you telling people that you my man, my mother? It got back to my mother. And she spazzed out on me. So I was like, oh, word. So you yelling at me? All right. I didn't talk to her the next day. Now, she's used to me messing with her every day. Oh, what's up, cutie? Oh, what's up? Oh, that's my wife. And when I didn't do that, she told me, she was like, she felt horrible.
What's wrong with
so
you?
Then one day, she comes up to me like, oh, so then she starts talking to me or whatever. And I was like, oh, I snatched it.
That
snatched
shit is straight out of a movie,
yo. She dissed me, right? She dissed me one day. She said something. Matter of fact, she for the time she yelled at me, right? I'm in front of the building. Mind you, we young. Yeah. So she caught a flat on her bike.
Oh shit!
She sends my man, because I used to have my little man Wink. We was close. So she sent my man over like, oh, see if he'll fix the bike. You know what I told her? No. I was like, nah, I ain't fixing nothing. My man didn't even know where to turn. He looked at her. He looked at me. He was like, so he went back like, yo, he said he wasn't gonna fix it. From that day, bro. She was like, oh, I love him.
That's a dope story, man.
Yo, for real.
This is why I do these videos. That shit is dope.
Yeah,
that's a fire
definitely was, man.
Okay. As a teen, did you experiment with drugs? What kind? How were you introduced, and what was the experience?
Ooh, all right. Well, the only thing I really ever stuck with was weed. My thing was always weed. Yeah, in the beginning, drinking 40s here and there, but I didn't really like the buzz of the beers in the beginning. So my thing was smoking bud. But I tried acid tabs. I tried dope. I'm dope, not dope. Excuse me. Let me correct that. I tried dust.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That was regular.
But at that time, my thing was like the bud, and I'm not gonna lie, the acid, because the first time I took acid was in school, out of all places. I see my mans come one day and they was tripping. I'm like, y'all niggas is on. oh, yo, you gotta try it. So the next day, at that time, the tabs was like $5. I gave my man $5. Yo, bring me one tomorrow.
This face is reminiscent.
Yo, yeah, I used to buy them on Pugsley and Gleason.
Wow. Okay. So what was the experience?
Bro, I can't mess with the acid.
Too much.
I did it like maybe like 3 or 4 times. The dust was never my thing. I didn't like it. Like it makes you feel like your brain is being crushed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you always walking around with a meme. Yo, I'm telling you, when it comes to that, I got stories, dust stories, acid stories.
Sure. The 90s, anywhere in the tri-state area,
bro,
that
but
shit was whack.
The only thing I'm not gonna lie is like, I grew up around bud. My pop smoked bud. My uncle smoked bud. You know what I'm saying? So it was always around me. So that was always, that was my choice to this day.
So, since we're speaking about weed, how do you feel now that this shit is legal?
To be honest, that shit don't make no difference. Right? I've been like, you know how everybody's like, oh, it's legal. We can smoke out. We've been smoking outside since the 90s, bro.
You don't have an asshole cop that can just use that to fuck with you.
Yeah and no, because there's always a loophole. If they all right, now I feel like, oh, we can't just literally go up to you and search you to see if you got bud, but I'll bring something else up. Oh, I could have sworn somebody called and said you got a gun on you. Little things. They're gonna, especially where I'm from, they gonna find a reason to mess with you.
Well, at least it's just one less issue that day.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it a little easier for you to come outside and enjoy smoking your blunt, but like to me, like I said, it's regular. I've been doing this for years.
All right. What do you think the world's perception has been of you so far?
I'm pretty much like, I think people see me as a cool dude, respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was that kid that if I see the older people coming with the groceries, I'm helping you. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never disrespectful to elders or nothing like that. That's one thing like my parents always instilled in me, like respect your elders. Yeah. I come from that era, so it's like I don't like even running the streets. Like when I do what I gotta do, like I never do nothing in front of old people. I respect kids and stuff like that. I always keep other people's opinions and the way they feel in mind before I do something.
If they were to ask 10 people, what do they think about you? What do you think they're?
He's a cool dude, humble, family man. Just don't push his buttons. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't run around like I'm no tough nigga or nothing like that. I'm not
show respect.
Yeah, just show respect. That's what I always tell people. Like even when I moved to my new hood and I started messing with my dudes now, like I always told them, listen, I come from this background. We from different places. You respect me, I respect you, and we be good from there. You know what I'm saying?
Do you or have you ever suffered from anxiety? What triggers it?
You know what's crazy? I think I started getting a little bit of anxiety as I got older. Yeah. And it's just like knowing you're getting older. Like knowing that certain moves that you make, certain lifestyles that you live, that's gonna come to an end.
Consequences are different.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like damn, like how much longer is this gonna last before you're too old or it's too late and you can't go back anymore?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
what's a situation that gives you anxiety?
It's just the way the certain moves I make. I don't want to get into specifics, but it's just certain lifestyles and certain ways and certain things that I have to do to survive that like, damn, bro, like you getting older, this ain't gonna last forever. Okay. What are you gonna do besides this? What do you have after this? What's next? You gotta have something lined up because doing what you do, moving how you move, it's just not a profession that lasts forever, bro.
It's something that you do, build on what you're gonna do besides what you're doing. You sit down and figure it out. How did Ghostface say? On rainy days, I sit back and count ways on how to get rich.
Exactly. And like sometimes I find myself like, see, a lot of people, they can't admit or they won't say like, doing what I've been doing is all I know. This is how I move. Not that I'm not smart, because I'm smart. I know a lot of things. But it's just when you become accustomed to a lifestyle and you're used to it, it's hard to walk away from that.
But is there a way to find out or finesse what you do into something that you can do? Like for example, people say, let's say you hustle. People who hustle on the block, dope, weed, whatever the fuck the case may be, if they had the opportunity to be in stocks.
It's just like certain things that you do, you get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? It becomes repetitive.
Yeah.
And when you wanna, like, for me, for instance, like I've been shaking and moving through the streets for years. So to me, like this is what I know. So like lately that I've been getting older, I've been trying to change certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I always been a street dude. I never had a New York State ID in my life. Never in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I've been trying to do like take the little steps, and it's like they make it impossible for you, bro.
Like she said, the transition. I have friends, family, same thing. Career hustlers. Since they were kids, they can't really they go to get an ID. It's a mission because you need an ID to get an ID.
Bro, I say the same thing all the time. I done called so many government places, like what can I do? What steps do I need to take?
They don't make it easy.
Exactly. And
I think what we need to do, and I won't say their names, the people who live that certain life, that style that I know, try to figure out how to finesse what you're doing into what's current now. For example, people who hustle weed, luckily, weed is legal now.
Yeah.
So they can, bake goods and they can transition, open a whole bodega selling all kinds of weed products. What I tell people is, whatever it is you're doing, there's got to be a legit way. If it's an illegal thing you're doing, there's got to be a legit format. It doesn't have to be the same thing you're hustling, but the way you go about hustling it, you just got to turn that over into something that's
more a positive hustle. Yeah, legal hustle.
Yeah, because shit, under the table is under the table.
Yeah.
But you can't really claim that. You can't run around. And like you said, you're getting older.
And it's crazy because like a lot of people don't know. Like I done had crazy job opportunities. Like 16 years old, I was working for like a graphics company, off the books, making almost $1,000. You 16 years old, you almost making $1,000 every week. Yeah. I done worked good construction jobs. Like my dad got me a job being an elevator man, just going up and down in the elevator. And bread, I was never like the working type. I couldn't do it.
And some people do gravitate to the streets. There's people who come from great homes. What's the rapper who's locked up now? Casanova. He comes from a great house.
Yeah.
His stories, his street story is nothing compared to his home story.
Yeah, exactly.
So some people just gravitated to that, and they don't see he got an opportunity and blew it. Okay. Do you have a safe space, whether it's physical or mental, that you escape to when you're dealing with difficult situations? What's the process, and how does that benefit you?
Usually, like when I'm dealing with something difficult, like I kind of like shut down. Like I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just need me time for a while.
Get away.
Yeah, like don't rush me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't give me you've been angry a whole day. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever time I need, I just need that time. But usually, like that's when like my best work comes out as far as my music. Okay. Like when I'm going through the struggle, through the turmoil, like I just grab that pen and pad.
So your pen and pad is your escape.
Yeah. Besides that, like I like to walk. Like there's a little spot where we wash clothes at, where we live at, and there's like across the street, like some little benches. And sometimes you catch the bums sleeping there, or sometimes you won't catch nobody. But I'll just go over there, I'll sit there, I'll smoke a blunt, I'll put my music on. You know what I'm saying? I'll soak everything in until the fact that it's like, all right, you've been angry for a while already. What you gonna do to change this now? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
The anger is not changing.
Exactly. So once I cool down a little bit, then I'll either walk back home, or I'll call my wife, or I'll call one of my friends, and I'll be like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I've been having a messed up day, or whatever the case may be. I feel a little bit better, and I'll conversate a little bit more. But I need that time. I need you to respect that and just let me be ready. When I'm ready to talk to you, I'll talk to you.